Hey everyone, I wanted to come on and show you what I created for the Valentine swap hosted by Bethany and Beck. I have a couple of finishing things that I need to do before I mail these off, but I am on a roll with recording, so I thought I would go ahead and record this while I'm on a roll. So the requirements for this swap is to follow Bethany's tutorial for the layered embellishment book kit. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. I'm in love. I think that the idea of creating a big embellishment book like this can have so many uses, and I've already got other ideas in my mind that I want to do for the future. So I'm super excited that I joined this swap, and otherwise I may have never known. So that's it. That's that. On the left side of the book, you create pockets and fill them with items to be embellished. And on the right side of the book, you fill it with items to do the embellishing. That's kind of and also a sweet treat. And I think the additional requirement was a set of 6 flowers and a sweet treat. So that is, that's the swap. So I'll show you what I did. So, all right. So for this swap, I did make one for the swap. I think I mentioned in another video, I've just been feeling a little, not great. My energy level is really low, so I would have liked to have done more, but I think this is going to be it for me for this swap. But here's the book. We've got the side. It ties with the seam binding. I did use the Simple Stories Heart Eyes collection. Heartstrings. Actually, this one. What is this one? Heartstrings. Use that collection. It's very cute. It does pull in a lot of colors for Valentine's. As you can see, I kind of played off the orange a little bit. So here's the front. I decorated. I wanted it to look like a little scene with the kissing booth, and we've, got our little fox here and our hedgehog with the flower and the bear with the quarter waiting in line for the kisses. So I thought that was pretty cute. I hope my swap partner likes that. So let's go into the box, or the book, I mean, sorry. All right, so as you can see here, this side has the pockets, and I have filled these things. We'll go through it, but these are the items to be embellished, and then this side is the box. So I wanted to include these kissing booths to be embellished. As you can see, I turned them into shakers. The shaker part is clear, it's see-through, so you could put anything in the back if you like. Obviously I couldn't fit them in here, so I'm gonna lay them on top of the box, and hopefully they should stay secure once I tie the box and everything. So all right, so let's go to this side. So first, we'll start at the back. All right, so what I've done is I made the Scrap Diva Designs clipboard, and you can't see it right now, and I don't know if I want to take this off, but I really used the clipboard as it is a giant shaker. I don't know if you can see that. But I wanted to use it to display these items, and then once the recipient uses these items, then they can also embellish the clipboard if they like. So I thought that was kind of a fun little way. All right, I'll take this one off. Okay. Oh, there's that glue dot. But yeah, you can see it's filled with glitter, or not glitter, the sequins mix. So here are 3 items to embellish plus the clipboard. I did attach a little bullnose. I did, for the first time ever in my life, make one of these beaded tassels. I followed Leslie at Labor of Love on YouTube. She makes really beautiful things, and she recently posted a tutorial on how to make this, and I thought, well, that looks like easy enough, I can do. So I tried it, and this is how it turned out, and I think it's really pretty. So I have attached this to the clipboard, and also on the back of the clipboard I did attach a die. It's basically just a border die. And my dog, one of my dogs got a hold of something. I can hear them chewing, but I don't want to stop recording. Hopefully it's something not important. But yeah, so this goes back in here. Okay. Then here are my 6 flowers. I used those little metal centers that you can get on Amazon. I thought they were really pretty. I think they turned out really pretty. And then I included, these are, I think they're the KS Craft tags, but they're 3 different sizes. So here's another thing that can be embellished. So we've got the banners, the clipboard, the kissing boos, the tags. These are all of the items to be embellished. I did include, sometimes it's nice to have just a tiny little note card, just to write a little love note in. So I did cut a few little note cards down with the pattern pieces, or the pattern paper, to jazz them up a little bit, and the recipient certainly can jazz these up as well, and the envelopes included on the back side. Okay, here are the die cuts with the kisses and the banner, and there's a quarter. So all of these die cuts are go with the kissing boos. So these are all pre-cut. I didn't really glue anything down. I thought the recipient could decide what colors they want to use, or if they even want to use them at all. That's okay, their choice. Okay, and then I included some ephemera from the kit. I just randomly grabbed some. I tried to get some little ones and some big ones, kind of a mix. No rhyme or reason, but this will go really well with the papers for the embellishments. The other thing I added were these little love coupons. I got these off Amazon. You basically write your scratch off love coupon redeemable for, and you write your message there, and then you can take these stickers and put it on top so it hides your message, but when the recipient gets them, they scratch it off. So I thought that was a fun little add-on for Valentine's Day. Oh, also I did include straws if the recipient wanted to put these banners on a straw. So I included some straw options. Oh, and you can see, actually, now that you can see I on the side I added I had an edger punch I used to punch that out, and I added that on the outside of the book as well. Just a little extra detail there. And something just fell out. Teeny tiny little heart. I hope. Okay. All right, so these are the kissing booths. So on this side we have the box with the items to embellish the items on this side. First of all, here's the sweet treat. I added some cream savers. I did make a long box, and I added some long pieces of ephemera. There's just some of the, Valentine's, Galentine, just some of the popular sayings. I added just a couple of blank banners. So I just saved this spot for some longer pieces. I also included a couple of embroidery thread here and some beads here, so that if the recipient wanted to make a beaded tassel, that they can do that as well. I thought since I had the longer box, that might be a good use of the space. And I think I'm gonna have to rearrange a few things to get that in there, get that to fit in there flatly so I can close the box once again. Okay. All right, so here are the beads. Here are the pieces for the tassel, and some beads. I am a newbie with beads. I've literally never bead wrapped anything. It's on my to-do list for this year. But I thought I would add them in case the recipient wants to make a tassel. I mean, if they have a pen, they can make a pen. If they want to bead wrap them themselves, awesome. Whatever. There's so many different uses for beads. In this section, I have, let's see, these are some, well, they're like glitter and foam. You know, they're the stickers. I think, I don't know, they might be Dollar Tree, or I think they're Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Not sure, one of the two. And then these little wood die cuts as well. Oh, I just dropped one. I'll pick that up. So I think, I don't know, I like the wood chip die cuts. I think those are fun to use in crafting. I added a little bit of trim, these teeny tiny hearts. I've had that for a while. I don't know where I got it. And then we've got some puffy felt. I guess they're technically stickers. And some flowers, a couple of buttons, kind of just random pieces. And then in here we've got more gemmy type of things. So these are flat back pearls. I hope my camera's not shaking too much. That's gonna be really annoying, sorry. That's me bumping the desk. So some flat back pearls, got some pink gemmies, some heart gemmies. These are like 3D glitter hearts. These are just things I've had in my stash for, you know, a while, and, you know, I'm happy to share. I have too much. I'm happy to give, happy to share, and love to see what other people create. And then we've got just some regular pink gemmies as well. So this is the little gemmy themed box. Gemmies are good for a lot of different things. Really good for accents or, oops, sorry. I hope I don't have to re-record this. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So we have a couple more words, die cut words, love, XOXO. And then I've had these in my stash for a long time. And I thought, well, they fit. I had to trim them down just a little bit, but I thought, you know, we all use, these are basically foam. This is foam dots, basically, is what they are. So I thought I'd share those because they fit pretty good in the box. This one is a bunch of numbers that I die cut. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch of numbers. I only die cutted the 1s and the 4s for 14 for Valentine's Day. But that's what these are. These are all in the different colors that I used for the collection. And these are a couple like really teeny tiny bows that I had made. Kind of struggled with these a little bit, but they're super cute. Very cute. And then I had cut out some regular bows, like flat bows in many different colors. Some of them, you know, you can layer them up or use them by themselves. There's so many things you can do with it. Okay, so that is what I made for my swap partner. I hope my swap partner likes it. I wanted to doll this up a little bit more too, but since I had to put this on top of it, I was like, okay, we'll just go with it. So I'm gonna see, and now okay, I'm gonna set that aside. So that's ready to go. And we cannot forget our hostess. Oh, let me pick up that one piece. Like I said, I haven't had the energy to do too much more, but I did want to do a hostess gift. This is the last piece I have. I need to stitch these and glue these to the sides here. So, but I wanted to share what I made for Beth and no, I'm sorry, Beck. Yeah, I'm on Beck's list. They split the list up and I'm on Beck's list. So this is what I made for Beck. So really, I just took the instructions for the box part of it and made a box and filled it with some goodies. So I'm calling this like a mini version of the embellishment book project. So I took a die. This die is from a Pocket Full of Happiness. I love her. I thought she was so pretty. I had to have her. And I don't know if you guys follow her work at all. But I've seen a lot of really pretty samples of this girl, and I was like, oh my goodness, wouldn't that be pretty? Wouldn't this girl be pretty with like hearts in her hair for Valentine's Day? And so that's what I did, and I think it turned out really cute, and I hope Beck likes it. Yeah, and so yeah, just added a couple flowers, a little bit of ephemera, jazzed up the front a little bit, and like I said, I'll glue the sides on here pretty soon before I send this out. So, I'm gonna set that aside. So I didn't have all of the boxes in here because I just wanted to make things fit. So, yeah, so let's go through it. So I added some ephemera from the collection. Just pick some random ephemera. I included this sweet treat. I included this container has the beads in it. And I included a DMC in case Beck would want to make the beaded tassel. I did include this really pretty sequins flower. I have no idea where I got this. I've had it forever, and I just thought it was so pretty. I'm like, it's too pretty to be, you know, sitting in a drawer somewhere. So I'm gonna spread the love and pass it on, and hopefully Beck can use it in one of her projects. I did make these little shakers. This is one of the new dies from Chaos Craft. They're so cute. So cute. They're kind of plain, so if she wants to jazz them up, that's the idea. And okay, yep, more die cuts. Just some hearts, some Valentine type words in here that I cut. I'll come back to that. Then I also included some love coupons. And then, okay, here we go. I made some Polaroid shakers for Beck if she wants to use these, jazz them up a little bit. I thought they were really cute. They're see-through. 3 different sizes. And then I added some doilies. Doilies are just a great addition to anything. So I just added them in multiple colors. Also the same die cut as I'm giving to my, the same die that I'm giving to my swap partner. And then, like I said, I kind of had to make this work. And then I made, these are the new heart back topper from Chaos Craft. I made some for her. So hopefully she can enjoy those as well. So that's that. And then the last thing I wanted to share was I did make a memory decks card for Beck. Yeah, and so I was just kind of bringing the little bear and fox theme back into the mix. And yeah, here's the front of it. And I just used some ephemera from the collection to jazz it up. says "You are great," and this one is holding a little heart. And then I just added, you know, my info on the back, of course. So that is that. So, all right, I'm gonna pack everything back up in here. I hope you guys enjoy what I've shared. I see that some of the reveals are already starting. I've watched one of the videos today and everything looks fantastic. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what everybody creates. And hopefully my camera's not shaking too bad. I'm gonna have to look at this video and see if it's gonna work out, or do I have to redo this? We'll see. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good one. Bye.